Hello friends, I'm Samir and I welcome you all to your own YouTube channel Aryabhatta. Friends, today in this video our topic of discussion will be about independent events. So in the probability chapter our topic will be independent events. So for that let us take two events A and B of the same sample space. So two events A and B of the same sample space are said to be independent events if the probability of A intersection B will be equals to probability of A multiplied with probability of B. Okay friends, so this is the basic conditions satisfying whom we can say that two events are independent. If the probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A multiplied with probability of B, then A and B are said to be independent events. Now how they are independent satisfy this condition, let's discuss. If A and B are independent events, then the conditional probability of A subject to B by formula it is probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. Now as A and B both are independent, that means probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A multiplied with probability of B. Then that value we can put here and we can cancel probability of B from numerator and denominator, and the result is probability of A. So if A and B are independent events, then probability of A subject to B is equals to probability of A. That means the conditional probability of A subject to B is equals to the probability of A. So here we'll automatically come to know that A is not influenced by B. So the occurrence of B does not have any effect on the occurrence of A here. That's why the conditional probability of A subject to B is equals to probability of A. That means B is not affecting the event A. Similarly, probability of B subject to A is equals to probability of B if both are independent, and here B is not influenced by the event A. Okay friends, now let's extend this topic for three events. So three events A, B, C are said to be independent if probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A multiplied with probability of B. Probability of B intersection C is equals to probability of B multiplied with probability of C. Probability of C intersection A will be equals to probability of C multiplied with probability of A, and at last probability of A intersection B intersection C is equals to probability of A multiplied with probability of B multiplied with probability of C. That means if three events A, B, C are independent, then they not only satisfy the probability of A intersection B intersection C, which is the product of individual probabilities, but also they will be mutually independent with each others. If three events A, B, C are independent with each other, then they must be mutually independent with each other also. And the same concept will follow for our n number of events. Say we have n number of events E1, E2 up to En of the same sample space, and say they are independent. So if they are independent, then the probability of E1, E2 up to Ek will be equals to probability of E1 multiplied with probability of E2 up to probability of Ek, where k is a number in between 2 to n. That means you take any number, any natural number in between 2 to n, and it will satisfy. That means out of n events, you take any number of events and they will satisfy the independency property here. Now, like n number of events, the independency of events can be extended up to infinite number of events also. Okay friends, now there is one property of discussion also. If A and B are two independent events, then independent events with each other, then A and B complement are also independent events. A complement and B are also independent events. A complement and B complement are also independent with each other. So if two events are independent, then event with another event's complement or both events complement are also independent with each other. So this is a very nice property to remember and to apply. Now let's discuss one or two examples based on the independency of events. Now let's discuss example 1. It's a numerical question. The question is probability of A is 0.6, probability of B subject to A is 0.5. Then the question is to find out the probability of A union B, where it is given that A and B are independent events. So if our requirement is to get probability of A union B. So friends, we know the probability formula of A union B. It is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So probability of A is already given to us. Our next requirement will be probability of B and probability of A intersection B. So let's work on them. Now as both are independent events, so probability of B upon A will be equals to probability of B by the definition of independency, which is already given as 0.5. So probability A is given 0.6, probability of B we obtain as 0.5, which is given in the question. Now as both are independent events, A and B are independent events, so probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A multiplied with probability of B. Now you put the values and multiply, you will get 0.3 as the value. After getting all the results, we can come to the formula of probability of A union B, and we can put the values here and we can simplify. The answer we are getting as 0.8. So which is a very quite simple number and very easy to understand. Now come to another example, example 2. Here a coin is tossed 3 times and A and B, 2 events are taken on that tossing of 3 coins. Say A be the event that the first toss is a head and B be the event that the second toss is a head. Then the question is to find out whether A and B are independent or not. The events A and B are independent or not. So let the sample space S here be the experiment or sample space of tossing a coin 3 times. Now we know the size of this S then, because a coin has 2 sides, 2 outputs, and a coin is tossed 3 times. So it will be 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2, and we are getting the size of the sample space as 8. Now here A is the event where the first toss is head. That means out of the 3 results, first should be head. So if we keep the first place as head, then we have this 4 number of cases, that is head, head, tail, head, 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 tail, head, and head, tail, tail. So the size of A is 4 here, number of elements is 4 here. Now B is the event where the second toss is head. That means keep the second place head and change the other 2 places by head or tail. In that way also we are getting these 4 cases. So B has also 4 elements in it. So size of B is also 4. Now you can clearly observe that the intersection of A and B has only 2 common elements. It has head, head, head and head, head, tail. Okay. So A intersection B size is also 2. So now it's case to this. Now it's our work is to see that whether they are independent or not. A and B are independent or not. So for that we have to calculate the probability of A intersection B, and separately we have to calculate the probability of A multiplied with probability of B, and we have to see that whether they are same or not. If they will be same, then A and B are independent, and if they are not same, they are not independent. Now probability of A intersection B is size of A intersection B by size of S, that is 2 by 8, 1 by 4. Now separately you calculate probability of A multiplied with probability of B, that is size of A by size of S multiplied with size of B by size of S, that is 4 by 8 multiplied with 4 by 8, that is after cancellation you are getting 1 by 4, and you can see both the results are same. That means we obtained that probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A multiplied with probability of B, which satisfy the required condition of independency of 2 events. So it shows that A and B both are independent events. So okay friends, So these are only 2 questions I discussed. There are many more questions. You can go and work out these questions yourself. And if you face any difficulties, you can consult me in the comment box. I hope you understand this video's topic, which is independency of the events. So thank you very much for watching this video.